away win, an away win in the league, an away win. Liverpool win away from home. It explains a lot about the last 15 minutes, but we'll get on to that. I've got Sean Rodgers, I've got Ryan Paton, and my God, Ryan, it is a massive relief that Liverpool have won away from home.
It is a massive relief, and for the first half, because I was quite comfortable. I was watching the game. I was quite relaxed, thinking, "Oh, do you know what? This is you know, it's a very comprehensive away performance. We look Liverpool's controlling the game, we're bossing the game, and then that second half came, and I was like, oh my God, how has it became so nervy? And but when that final whistle went, I was very relieved.
They find themselves in this position, so they know they haven't won away. First, second, they know they're gonna have to finish ahead of. I mean, let's just say Man City and Arsenal are gone. So they've got to finish ahead of 2 or 3 more accurately of Newcastle, of Tottenham, of Chelsea, of Manchester United. They've got to finish ahead of some of these lads to finish top 4. So they know what it means. It's like a fucking cup final for them. And I think that's one of the reasons why they end up second half just falling further and further and further back, combined with they haven't won away from home.
Yes, I think we can. You certainly can get a week out of few. For one, and also this is my first time on the post-match pint, so there's no way I'm breaking my post-match pint virginity after a draw or defeat that involves Harry Kane on any level. I wouldn't be here right now. There'd be 2 of us, if not 1 of us, possibly. It'd probably just be Neil, to be fair, if anything had gone wrong there. And look, I said downstairs, if we'd have won another away game, or actually if we'd have led in another away game to be full. I think you see that out so much easier. And I actually think if you watch that back, we'll probably all go.
What are we worried about?
Other than going a bit deeper and inviting them on. And I think, again, that comes into everything comes in. Even going 5-4-1 comes into the fact we need the 3 points we haven't won away from home. And that's the sort, I hate this, but that's the narrative, isn't it? In that, unfortunately, because of what's gone before, you have to sort of play that in the last 20 minutes for me. And hopefully, you can now go and drill Southampton next week, as we should. And then you can take that into post-World Cup. And you can go, right, we're reeling in everyone now. Because what's unfortunate for Liverpool is that the 3rd goal goes to Tottenham. Because if it goes to Liverpool, I think we go to town on them.
And the game was in a balance at that point, wasn't it? It was like, if the game had gone to madness a little bit more so than what I wanted it to. But you were like, if Liverpool get that 3rd, then it's such a comprehensive win. Whereas if Tottenham get that one back, then it's nervy. And unfortunately.
For me, before the goal went in, I think we should have put our chips on Salah and Núñez up front and do what the opposition don't want you to do. Because I think if anyone's going to take the game away from you, it's them. And Bobby's played a lot of minutes.
Yeah.
I think he understandably had a bit of a parachute on his back there at times. And I think the subs, I think he prepped. You made a shout to me, Neil, which I think was completely right, that he's waiting to see what they do with the subs. But my retort is, well, no matter what they do with the subs, I think he's bringing Curtis Jones
and Jordan Henderson
on anyway. So I think you can. And also they're quite versatile players, particularly Curtis Jones. So I don't think why you could preempt that for me. And I think in a funny way, Núñez and Salah up top 10 minutes earlier, I think might go 3-0, but why am I complaining? We've just won away from them. And we've also beaten Tottenham at their gaff.
The game starts, Ryan, and you're going through it all the way through. You're living every single kick of this one because you know what it means. You know, you've seen the results from earlier today in a number of different ways, number of different directions. Newcastle win, United don't get beat. In fact, Arsenal win, which means that Chelsea are vulnerable as well. You know, you can go all the way through. And I'm just thinking to myself, right, this is a day to make a fucking point, but also it's a day where we've got lucky. Spurs are vulnerable. They're missing two of the best attackers, and the other of their best attackers is on the bench. Kulusevski gets on in the end, and I think he plays well. He looks bright when he comes on. But you still think to yourself, right, for once, we've got a fucking bit of fortune here with the fixture list. It's all fallen quite nicely, and then we get ahead. And by the way, we are excellent first half. Yeah. It's a great first half performance against a side that in the last 16 in the Champions League, all the good chances, Liverpool chances, you know, they deserve to go in 2-0.
Yeah. So when I saw the teams beforehand, I was like we were saying, I thought this is quite a big moment in the narrative of this season of where the journey is Liverpool side are, because like you said, teams that we're competing with are dropping points. We are also within this weird little nether region, so we needed like a sort of statement win before the World Cup break, because if we don't get that win before the World Cup break, then that like 6 weeks goes by and you're like, oh, what are this Liverpool side, when that first half came around, and you're like, okay, this is a Liverpool side I can get behind. Like we're still, you know, missing a few key players through injury, but that was a performance where Liverpool back to their identity. We were winning the ball back. We were in control of the game. We went to a good side away from home, and we controlled it, and we looked very, very dominant.
When you said good.
YouTube, press the button, become a member of the Anfield Wrap from the heart of the city of Liverpool. The best way to enjoy all your Liverpool-based videos, everything you need, every single day. It is the Anfield Wrap.